It was a beautiful fall day. The air was warm and fresh, with just a hint of what the winter might shortly bring. The sun shone through the overhanging trees, making a dappled pattern of shadow on the quiet country road. We four companions, members of the Canadian Scottish Regiment's pipes and drums, trudged easily along, mostly lost in our own thoughts, passing through a tranquil forest and past several farmers' fields. We were on a small pilgrimage to pay homage to Canadians who had lost their lives in World War II in the Netherlands, and especially those who were members of our regiment. The feeling of connectedness between the soldiers from the Vancouver Island Regiment and the four of us, who were not even born when they died, is very strong. This connection is, in part, because of the time-honored traditions that bind a military regiment as a family unit throughout decades, and sometimes throughout centuries. But it is also because we are instilled with a profound sense of remembrance and gratefulness. These soldiers died not only for their loved ones at home, but also for unborn generations in the future. As we neared the Groesbeek Canadian War Cemetery, near a small rural town in the Netherlands, the sense of tranquility and of time standing still was almost palpable. The cemetery is located in the most bucolic of settings, with fields and forests in all directions. The aura surrounding the last resting place of over 2,300 Canadian soldiers was one of both peace and incredible sadness at the same time. Time and again, as we meandered between the rows of crosses, reading the epitaphs on the headstones and notes left by loved ones, we were choked by tears and rendered speechless. One such note, written in an old man's spidery handwriting, read, "In memory of Clifford Tomlinson, age 22, my best friend. Died on 15th September 1944. Remembered always by Ted Yates, 1st Battalion, the Parachute Regiment." This was probably a yearly ritual for Ted in respect of his buddy of 61 years earlier. Many of the soldiers were still teenagers when they died, and the average age recorded on the headstones appeared to be around 22. They had had no life at all. Visions of these brave young men dying thousands of kilometers from home, in a blinding flash, in agony, in hope, in despair, in darkness, in terror or in numb acceptance, quickly or lingering, whirled through our minds in stunning counterpoint to our serene surroundings. Many of the headstones had little flags or mementos from friends or family members. The graves were immaculate. Each school child in the Netherlands is assigned to a foreign war dead, whose history must be researched and whose graves must be kept in good order. In this manner, the continuity of remembrance and gratitude for the foreign liberators of the Dutch from the horrors of Nazi occupation is ensured, even though more than 65 years have passed. 3 of us took turns playing a lament on the bagpipe to let the spirits of our Highland regimental brothers know that they haven't been forgotten by their own countrymen either. The following, written by a child's hand, is a message that we found secured to the headstone of Warrant Officer Wesley Alguire, who died on February 24, 1945, shortly before the war ended. It was in a plastic sleeve and contained a lock of red hair tied with a yellow ribbon, and I think it epitomizes our sentiments.
Dear Wesley Alguire, I am 7 years old. You may wonder who I am. I am Tommy Moore's daughter, Wesley Moore's granddaughter, Yvonne Alguire Moore Willard's great-granddaughter, and your great-great-granddaughter. There is something I want to tell you. Dear Poppy, As you can see from this lock of hair, it's fire red just like yours. I'm told I have your adventurous spirit. I want you to know that we have your medal and your picture. I've never been to Holland, Poppy, but I hear it is beautiful. I would like to visit you some day. I live about 10 miles from your childhood home, in the village of Mille Roche, Canada. Thank you, great-great-grandpa. You gave your life so the world would be free. Poppy, I am free. Thank you.